Good morning, everybody. I hope everybody's doing well. In today's lesson, we will learn how to introduce yourself in Spanish. So, we're going to start. Just give me 1 second and I will present to you. Please share. Excellent. How to introduce yourself in Spanish. One of the first things you need to know in order to speak Spanish is how to start a conversation. What a better way to start a conversation than by introducing yourself? Hablemos español. Let's speak Spanish. We're going to practice how to introduce yourself. I will introduce myself 3 times. The first 2 times, I want you to listen very carefully in the sound of the letters, and I want you to enjoy the Spanish language. No stress, no worries. Everything's going to be okay. Just want you to relax. And the first skill that we need to learn and practice is listening. That's the important skill that we need to master when we try to learn a new language. Then, after you listen, the language, you're gonna be able to produce the language. But first, you need to listen and understand what I'm saying to you. Okay, so the first time, listen carefully, no worries, relax. Learn a new language don't have to be painful, have to be fun. Just relax and you're gonna listen the first time. Hola, mi nombre es Manuel. Yo tengo 14 años de edad. Yo soy de El Salvador. Soy, yo soy profesor de español. Mi deporte favorito es el fútbol. Mucho gusto. Excelente. Excellent. That was the first time. Now you're going to listen the same conversation, the same introduction the second time. Please listen carefully and relax. Hola, mi nombre es Manuel. Yo tengo 42 años de edad. Soy de El Salvador. Yo soy profesor de español. Mi deporte favorito es el fútbol. Mucho gusto en conocerlo. Excellent. You listen the same introduction twice. Now, you're going to listen the third time, but this time you will be able to see the same conversation, but in written form. Self-introduction in Spanish. One more time, listen carefully and please follow the arrows. Hola, mi nombre es Manuel. Yo tengo 42 años de edad. Yo soy de El Salvador. Yo soy profesor de español. Mi deporte favorito es el fútbol. Mucho gusto en conocerlo. Excellent. Some of you might wondering, Mr. Ordonez, I don't understand anything you say to me. And that's fine. I will teach you, but just relax, no worries. All right. So excellent. So this is I introduce myself. So when you introduce yourself in Latin American countries, it's a little bit different. When you're greeting a people, it's a little bit different in the United States. In the United States, usually we introduce ourselves or we're greeting someone and we shake hands, right? That's the most common greeting in when you meet people in the United States. But in Latin America, we have some cultural differences in Spanish-speaking countries in Latin America. For example, when we meet someone, we shake hands as well, but also women's get kiss on the cheek. Uh, Most of the time, it's in the right side, but some people do both sides, right? So we all also give a lot of hugs. It's a little bit different than the United States. Here in the United States, everybody want to respect their own space, right? And Latin America is a little bit different. In Latin America, people is more close. It's close to you, and that's why a lot of people is afraid when they don't have the knowledge of the greetings in Latin America. Um, I want to tell you a little story. When I took students to Costa Rica, I was an UFES, and I had the opportunity to go with a group of students that were learning Spanish. And it was shocking for them when we got to the airport in Costa Rica, and the hostess family was waiting for us, and the families came to get their students, and the first thing they do is just like, hello, how are you? My name is Maria. And they give a hugs, and they kiss them, and they shake their hands. And all my classmates were very uncomfortable, because it's a different way to greet people in Latin America. So I just want you to be aware of this difference between uh, these two culture. The American culture and Latin American culture is a little bit different when it comes to greetings. So I just want you to be aware. If you had the opportunity to go to one of those 21 countries that speak Spanish, you will see this is a very common way to greet people. We are very close. We are very touchy, and but please don't be afraid. It's part of our culture. So I just want you to be aware of that. So now we're gonna go over of the introduction, my self introduction. So we read 3 times the same introduction, and now we're gonna go to every single part. And the first part I want to teach you is the vocabulary. All right, the vocabulary. Hola is the most general way to greet somebody, right? Hola means hello or hi in English. So everybody in Latin America is hola, hola, hola. Another one is buenos dias, means good morning. Buenas tardes, good afternoon. Buenas noches, good night, right? So this is the vocabulary that I want you to learn for introduce yourself. For example, if we go back to the introduction, hola, mi nombre es Manuel, right? So we can use, instead of hola, I want you to learn more beside just hola, right? You can say good morning, mi nombre es Manuel. Buenos días, mi nombre es Manuel. Or you can say buenas tardes, mi nombre es Manuel. Or buenas noches, mi nombre es Manuel. So you can use this vocabulary depends of the time of the day, right? When you're gonna introduce to someone, right? You can say buenos dias if it's in the morning, buenas tardes if it's in the afternoon, and buenas noches if it's at night. So that's the vocabulary that I want you to remember. And now we're gonna go over the expression that we see in the introduction. Okay, the first one is mi nombre es. Mi nombre es Manuel. My name is Manuel, right? So the second one is yo tengo 42 años de edad. In English, I am 42 years old. So the next one, soy de El Salvador. I am from El Salvador. Mi deporte favorito es el fútbol. My favorite sport is football. Well, uh, I want to take a second to explain a little bit about football. In Latin American, we call football, right? But here in the United States, people call soccer, right? So it's a little bit different because football americano, right? Football americano is here in the United States, but we call football in Latin America, right? In the United States is soccer, right? So when we're talking about Latin America and we're talking about football, we're talking about soccer, okay? We're not talking about football americano. We're talking about soccer, okay? That's just a little bit different. I want you to be aware. Okay, excellent. So, mucho gusto en conocerlo. Nice to meet you, right? Nice to meet you. So this is a little introduction, very basic, but it's very important. We need to start, and in my goal in my class is for you to produce the language, to speak the language, to be able to communicate with other people, right? Uh, maybe here in the community, in our community, is a lot of people that speak Spanish. Or when you go to abroad, when you go to Latin America, you're going to be able to introduce yourself, right? Excellent. So, and remember, you can watch this video anytime and you can practice. All right, so excellent. So I want you to go back to the introduction, my self-introduction, okay? All right. Hola, mi nombre es Manuel, right? Yo tengo 42 años de edad. Soy, okay, I want you to pay attention in this right here, and this, oops, not just this one, huh? Oops, soy, okay, soy de El Salvador, right? So we see soy again in this expression, okay? Yo soy profesor de español. I am a Spanish teacher, okay? So, excellent. So, soy, I want you to think about soy, right? We went over to vocabulary and expression that we use in that self-introduction, okay? So, soy, right? Yo soy, okay? So the next part that I want you to talk about is we're talking about a little bit of the cultural differences between when you meet someone. And now I want to touch a little bit, very briefly, in grammar, Spanish grammar. Okay, so we're going to study the verb to be, right? The verb to be in Spanish is el verbo ser, verb ser, English to be. And we're going to conjugate. This is the conjugation of this verb, all right? So the first part, first right here, this is the subject pronouns, okay? This line right here is the subject pronouns, okay? Which we need to learn. Okay, yo is I, all right? Yo, I. Tú, you, right? The subject pronouns of tú in English is you. The subject pronouns of él is he. The subject pronouns of ella is she, right? And we use usted. That is very, very formal when you speak Spanish. Okay, the next subject pronouns is nosotros, right? Nosotros, we, right? Nosotros, when we're talking about a group of boys, right? Remember, in Spanish, we got genders, right? Nosotros, right? Nosotros for a boy, nosotras for a girl, right? In English, is that the difference, okay? We say we, but we use we, it can be for boys and girls, right? But in Spanish, it's a little bit different. It's just the language. That's the way the language word, the Spanish language words. So we're gonna learn in a future classes about these differences. All right, these genders and numbers and excellent. So that's gonna be in the next classes. The subject pronouns ellos, ellas mean they, right? Those are the subject pronouns in English. They are a color, red color and green, okay? I and you is I is first person singular. You is second person singular. He, él, ella is third person singular, okay? And we have the plural, okay? Plural forms, okay? That means more than one, right? So, for yo soy, right? I am from El Salvador. So, yo soy del Salvador, right? So, oh, we can say I am a Spanish teacher. Yo soy un profesor de español, okay? Tú eres. You are my friend. My friend means mi amigo, okay? Let me see if I can write right here. All right, so mi amigo. Oh, amigo. Okay. You are my friend. Tú eres mi amigo. Él, ella, usted. He is my friend. She is my friend. Nosotros somos. We are friends. Ellos, ellas, ustedes son. They are my friends. Okay? So, the subject, you, he, she, we, they, right? So, el verbo ser, like verbo to be, is an infinitive form. Infinitive form is the way of the verb is without conjugation, right? Is the root of the verb. Okay, so soy is am, right? Eres is are. Es is is. Somos is are. Ellos, ellas, ustedes son are as well. Okay, so excellent. So this is the conjugation of the verb ser, that mean in English the verb to be. All right, so right here I have more sentences for you. Okay, very short sentences, but it's very important because my goal is not just to teach you vocabulary. I want you to be able to speak the language, to communicate with other people. So I want you to be able to speak in a complete sentence. We have yo is a subject pronoun that means I. The verb soy is and I Manuel. Yo soy Manuel, right? Yo soy Manuel. I am Manuel. Subject pronoun, verb. Okay. Let me see if I can do this. I don't know if you want to be able to. Okay. Verb. Okay. Let's put that in purple. Okay. Subject pronouns, verb. Yo soy Manuel. Okay. Two, subject. The verb is eres. All right. Eres. Él es. Es is the verb. Right. So ella es. Es is the verb. Nos somos is the verb to be, right? Somos. And son. So son is again the verb. So para ellas is son as well. So I think color are very useful to to see the difference, the difference part of the sentences, right? The first column is subject pronouns, which I strongly suggest you to learn. This is very important. You're gonna see this all the time, so it's very important for you to learn your subject pronouns. Okay, so now we have the verb to be. Verb to be, right? Let me see if I write here. To be in Spanish is equal to ser, right? Ser. Oops, sorry. Ser. Okay? So, yo soy, tú eres, él es, ella es, nosotros somos, ellos son, ellas son. So now right here in red, you have the translation of these complete sentences. All right? So I want you to please practice this conjugation. This verb is very important when we're talking about introducing people. Introduce yourself and meet people in general. It's very important. So we're almost finished. So right now we're gonna review a little bit. Uh, we learned in this lesson about how to introduce yourself, and I start by self-introduction in Spanish. I introduce myself. We went to this self-introduction, very basic self-introduction, but it's helping us to start communicating, and we start producing the language. Okay, so I just want you to please listen one more time. This is going to be the last time, and remember, you can watch this video anytime, as many times you want or you need, and please don't hesitate to send me an email if you have any question, or if you don't know how to pronounce any word. We can set up a Google Hangout, and we can talk. I can help you. I'm here for you guys. I want you to know that I'm here 24/7 for you. This is what I love to do, and I really love to teach Spanish and share my culture. Spanish is my native language. English is my second language, and hopefully one day Portuguese will be my third language. So please feel free to contact me anytime. I love to help, and I'm very happy when I see my students to produce the language, to talk to me in Spanish and to other people. Okay, like I say one more time, mistakes are part of the process of learning a new language, right? Everybody make mistakes. Everybody can learn from those mistakes. Please don't stress out. I want you to learn Spanish in the fun way. Learning a new language don't have to be hard. It has to be fun and enjoyable. Okay, so hopefully that at the end of the year I will accomplish my goal, that is for you to be able to speak in Spanish. All right, excellent. And then we talk about a little cultural differences in Spanish speaking countries in Latin America. All right, so we say in the United States, most of the times we just shake hands when we introduce to other people, and it is part of our culture as Americans. We like to have our own space. We love to people respect our own space, right? So excellent. But in Latin America, it's a little bit different. In Latin America, we just shake hands. Women's kiss each other's in the cheek. Some people start on the right, and other people that are very friendly, they want to kiss you on both sides. Okay, so I just want you to be aware of that. Also, men's, we hug, and it's that part of our culture, guys. And one important another important cultural curiosity that I want to share with you is the people in Argentina, in Uruguay, men can kiss each other in the cheek too. Okay, so don't be worried about it. Yeah, it's part of the culture, but again, it's mostly in Argentina and Uruguay. All right, so don't be afraid. Yeah, it's completely uh, natural. It's very common in those countries. The people do that when they meet new people. Excellent. And then we went to vocabulary, right? So, hola, buenos días, buenas tardes, buenas noches. If you see, I don't say it in English, all right, because uh, I want you to be immersed into the language. I want you to listen the language. We have just 40 minutes every day, and that's the time that you're gonna be able to listen the language, to practice the language. Beside the classroom is very hard because I know you have other classes. So when you are in my class, so we're gonna practice it, and we're gonna listen, and we're gonna speak, and we're gonna write Spanish. Okay, I already know that uh, English is your first language. Okay, my goal is for you to speak Spanish. All right. So hola, buenos días, buenas tardes, buenas noches. Also, we learn the expressions that we found in the self introductions. Okay. So mi nombre es Manuel. Yo tengo 42 años de edad. Soy de El Salvador. Mi deporte favorito es el fútbol, right? We're talking about the difference between football in Latin America and football here in the United States, right? Football here in the United States is called soccer, right? And football americano is a different. In Latin America, we call football, but it's soccer here in America. I just want you to be aware of the differences, okay? Mucho gusto en conocerlo. Excelente. So at the end, we study a little bit of grammar, Spanish grammar, right? So which is very important to have knowledge. But in my class, I don't want you to be a Spanish grammar expert. I don't want you to know every single rule, because when you learn a new language, like for example, like a kid, like a baby, right? When they learn to speak English, for example, right? The baby just listen for a long time, listen, and then after a few years they start to produce in the language. Nobody's gonna come. Oh well, I never seen that before. Even with my son, I never come with the book and say, "Oh, sorry, son, you say the verb in the wrong way." No, we never learn that way. We don't never learn by books. We learn about listening and speaking the language. Okay, so I don't say that the grammar is not important. It's very important, but we're not able to learn a new language by the book. We learn by producing the language, by speaking the language, by writing, by listening, and read the language. Okay, so that's why I don't want you to be a grammar Spanish expert in my class. But what I want you to do is to speak the language. I can not emphasize more, and that is my goal. Excellent. So when we study about the subject pronouns, right? Yo, tú, él, ella, nosotros, ellos, ellas, and we say the verb to be in Spanish is ser, and you have the conjugation of the verb ser in purple letters. Okay, yo soy Manuel, tú eres Karen o Karen en español. Él es Wilson, ella es Julie, nosotros somos estudiantes, ellos son profesores, ellas son enfermeras. All right, excellent. So I hope you enjoyed this class and you learn how to introduce yourself in Spanish. And before I go, you will have a homework, and because my goal is for you to produce the language, so I want you to record. You can record yourself in a video, or you just record your voice, and I want you to introduce yourself. Okay, you can use hola, right? Or you can use buenos dias, buenos dias. You can use hola or buenos dias, buenas tardes, buenas noches, depend of the time of the day that you are gonna record your video. All right. So, for example, let's say buenos días. Mi nombre es Michael. Yo tengo 13 años de edad. Soy de Estados Unidos. Yo soy estudiante de español. Mi deporte favorito es el fútbol. Mucho gusto en conocerlo. All right. So that's an example. So I want you to do that, to record yourself, introducing yourself. And like I repeated this a lot, but it's very important. Make mistakes, because that's why the learning occurs. Okay, when you make mistake and when you struggle is when you're learning the most. Okay, so feel free to make mistakes. All right, so excellent. So I hope you let me stop presenting to you. Okay, so I hope you learned our lesson for today. Introduce yourself, and please, if you have any question, you already know I'm 24/7 for you. Just send me an email. We can set up a Google Hangout, and I can go over the pronunciation or any question that you have about Latin American countries and culture. And I love what I do. I really enjoy my job, and I love to share my language, Spanish. I love to share my culture, and I'm here for you guys. So please send me an email, and I hope to see you soon. Espero que todos estén bien. I hope that everybody is okay, and I'll see you until the next class. Te veo en la próxima clase. Adiós. Bye bye.